Hey guys, it's Travis from Swap Batting Cages, and today we're going to talk about a little bit of an advanced concept. This is mainly designed for the older players. There might be some 10, 11, 12-year-olds that will understand this, but mostly your high schoolers on are the ones that will really understand this concept. And we're going to talk about adjusting from the outside to the inside pitches. Now, some coaches, they have the opinion that we want to adjust from the inside to the outside. And others, of course, like myself, were under the impression that we want to go outside to inside. And for this video, we're going to go over some reasons why that I don't believe adjusting from the inside to the outside is sufficient enough for us as hitters to be able to hit to the best of our ability. And we're going to show why it's better, at least like I said, in my opinion, to work from the outside to the inside. So since we're going to look at working from the outside to the inside, I'm using an example of Jenny Topping right now. And this right here, we got a side view and a back view from the catcher. And this is going to be an outside pitch, and this is basically a prime example of what mainly happens if we're working from the inside to the outside. Now, to take a couple steps back real quick, the rule of thought, or the thought that's going on with adjusting to the inside and the outside, is believing that we release the angles of our arms, which in essence that we do. But a lot of the times what's happening is that the part of our swing where we decide that we're going to be swinging an outside pitch is actually quite different than what a lot of people would explain it when they're trying to describe how we transfer or how do we switch from inside to outside pitches. And so we're going to go over that a little bit with a few examples today, and this is going to be our first one that shows usually what happens to us when we try to work from the inside to the outside. And keep in mind here that this is an example of what happens when we do work from the inside to the outside, and also when we're establishing the fact that that's what we're doing. Basically what we're saying is we're looking for a pitch on the inner third and we're reacting to anything on the outer two-thirds. This is really an example of what happens to us when we react to a pitch on the outer two-thirds. Now, I'm just going to come to negative motion here, which is our load. There's our toe touch. And I'm going to slow it down here by a few frames. And what we notice is the lower half's not working for us. The hand's already working down to the zone because she recognizes an outside pitch. But the lower half is basically taken out of the equation right now. And as a result, the butt sticks out. And even though she's at a good contact point, ideally, as we look on the left, we can tell by the back foot we're not getting our hips completely into it. Mainly because she's lost her backside, as we can see by the tilt right here. So she may hit the ball hard right there, but, and ideally, I want to establish the reason why she hit the ball hard when we go back on the left-hand side. That she did do, this is the one thing that she did do pretty well in the swing, is she was able to keep her hands back and not drift forward with that. And plus she is getting the ball off her front hip, which is exactly what we want to do. What we don't want to do is be fooled to the point where we're losing our butt, because that basically, that makes us lose our power. Right in there we lose our whole entire backside. So that's the main reason why we don't necessarily want to adjust from the inside to the outside, because that's a problem that we see a lot with hitters when they're trying to do that. And because a lot of hitters tend to lose their backsides like this, it really nails home the point that it's actually more difficult to release an angle on a reaction than it is to maintain that angle on a reaction, which is why I like stressing working from the outside to the inside. Because if we're looking on the outer half and we're reacting to the inner half, all we have to do is just maintain the angle on a reaction. And when I say maintain the angle, I'm meaning maintain the angle of our arms when it comes to playing the plate. And I'll bring up an example of Jessica Mendoza here that will shed a little light on how our angles need to be, and it'll basically show her being able to turn on an inside pitch and being able to react to an outside pitch.